Hello everyone and welcome back to Boston Driver. Today we're going to discuss four main subjects. First is the newly certified app drivers union. Second, what drivers are still dealing with every day. Third, the future of rideshare and autonomous vehicles. And fourth and most important one is opportunities beyond Uber and Lyft. So let's get into it. The biggest advertised transportation story in Massachusetts right now is the newly certified app drivers union. Politicians are celebrating, news outlets are celebrating, union leaders are celebrating. Now, representation is important. Drivers absolutely deserve a voice, but certification is not a finish line. It's actually the starting line. The difficult part begins right now, because the difficult part is negotiating actual improvements for drivers. The difficult part is remaining independent when billion-dollar corporations, political interests, media attention, and organizational interests all enter the same picture. The question every driver should ask is simple. What measurable impacts and improvements should drivers expect 1 year from now? Higher earnings, more transparency, better deactivation protections, more control? Those are the things that matter. Not headlines, not press conferences, not photo opportunities, results. Drivers should pay attention very carefully to what happens next. While everyone is discussing unions and politics, drivers are still dealing with the same everyday problems. Many drivers continue reporting trip offers paying roughly 50 to 80% per mile on longer trips. Heavy traffic, significant vehicle expenses, and offers that often leave drivers questioning whether the trip is worth accepting. At the same time, unfair deactivations continue. Drivers wake up one morning and discover their income has disappeared. Many tell us the appeals process feels inconsistent, slow, and difficult to understand. Then there is an issue with algorithmic control. One of our members recently shared a story where a friend was sitting in the vehicle and attempted multiple times to request an Uber. The request never reached that driver. Now, maybe there are explanations. Maybe there are hidden variables. Maybe there are priorities we don't see. But that's exactly the point. Drivers often have no visibility into how these decisions are made. Who receives rides? Who doesn't? Why? Drivers deserve transparency. Whether you support unions, oppose unions, support Uber or Lyft, or support something else entirely, transparency should not be controversial. Now let's talk about where industry is heading. Recently, Lyft CEO David Risher stated that Lyft already paid approximately 70% of rider payments to drivers and that margins remains thin. At the same time, many drivers continue reporting financial pressure. So there is clearly a disconnect somewhere between corporate messaging and driver experience. Uber CEO Dara Khosrowshahi has publicly discussed a future increasingly built around autonomous transportation. Tesla continues heavily promoting cybercab. Waymo continues expanding into new markets. At the same time, autonomous technology continues experiencing limitations. We've seen recalls, we've seen operational suspensions in Atlanta and Dallas, but we've also seen new markets like Chicago. We've seen weather-related challenges. So while autonomous vehicles are advancing rapidly, the transition is unlikely to be as simple as many headlines suggest. What is clear, however, is that transportation companies like Uber and Lyft are investing billions into reducing reliance on human drivers. every driver should pay attention, because the future is arriving, whether we like it or we don't. Now let's end on something positive. Many drivers ask us about alternatives. One opportunity worth mentioning is the H2 Event Group World Cup project. I mentioned about them in my previous stream. Drivers can work between June 12th and July 10th. There is a break between July 1st and July 7th. So some drivers can invest their time into driving Uber and Lyft while markets are surging. Some drivers choose to spend more time with the family. Regardless, they offer that break. Vehicles are provided, sedans, SUVs, minivans, all luxury. And this offers great opportunity to experience another side of professional transportation. Many drivers have never worked major events, executive transportation, or professional chauffeur services. This can be a valuable learning experience. At the same time, we continue having conversation about the future of transportation technology. We believe that transportation should be transparent. We believe that drivers and fleets should have more choices. We believe that technology should empower participants rather than simply extracting value from them. Recently, I had a chance to speak to the fleet owner that owns 3 vehicles, and one of the vehicles he drives himself, and another 2 vehicles he rents out to the operators that he worked with for a few years. And he asked me straight up, what exactly your company can do for us? Like, we are signed with Uber Black, with Lyft Black, with Black Lane, and we also subcontract with a few livery companies, larger livery companies in Massachusetts. But there is still, lack of business, and there is still issues with the scheduling where we cannot accommodate our customers when we get on the jobs from our contractors and vice versa. And it's very interesting because the product we built is basically designed for those specific cases. We have a solution to help your business. We have a solution to grow your business and to compete with these corporations on a very, very similar field. So reach out to email@bostondriver.com if you have any questions. Over the coming weeks, especially during the World Cup, we'll continue meeting drivers and discussing different approaches to transportation. The industry is changing. The question is whether drivers will help shape that future or simply react to it. Thank you everyone for joining. Whether you drive Uber, Lyft, taxi, livery, shuttle, or operate a fleet, transportation is entering a period of major change. Stay informed, ask questions, challenge assumptions, and focus on results. We will continue covering the stories that matter to professional drivers. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.